What's up, Kansas City? This is Keisha, and I'm here with a special guest today, John Hudson, author. And how you doing today,
I'm doing
John?
good, Keisha. How are you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Great.
John, tell us a little bit about why you're here today at the historic Lincoln Building, why you paid us such a special visit.
Well, Keisha, first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity just to come and kind of spread the message about what I'm doing. And then, too, about all the success that you guys got going on here with the Cascade Media Group. This is a very good group of people, and you guys got quite a great mission going on. So,
thank you.
Yeah, cool deal. So, I guess to explain why I'm here is to kind of let the world know about Fred Dexter and Friends. It's a book that I wrote, a kid's book, and it is something that I'm truly excited about. And I wanted to kind of be one of the first, since I'm from Kansas City, and since I love writing books, I'm an author of about 11 books.
Wow.
This is the first children's book that I've written, and I really wanted to express how much I really love and want to spread the word about Fred Dexter and Friends.
Whoa, 11 books. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Sure.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background. What led up to you writing books?
So as a kid, I always loved to write, and I didn't really know the aspects behind writing. Like as a kid, I struggled actually in school. I graduated from high school with a 1.8 GPA, so I literally barely graduated from high school. And on top of that, I was dyslexic. So I really didn't know how to read and put things in chronological order. A lot of people don't know that process of a learning disability. So I had a learning disability called dyslexia. So as time progressed, I went to school. I graduated high school, of course. Then I went to college, played basketball, which was my first initial love. And as I played basketball, I got it with these mentors and tutors, and they started telling me about all the things that I can do to kind of enhance the way that I learn. And once I learned how to kind of write and read, kind of in a more professional sense, I started writing books. And my first book was called Ignored and Ignited, The Hoops of Life, where I actually shared my life story about playing basketball in 2 countries, meeting different players, and playing with all these great NBA people that are now retired. But at my time, they were like the biggest, hottest thing. And some issues that I had to deal with my family, kind of getting to this, what I call my purpose in life. So that's how I kind of started writing books, and from there I was like, after I wrote this book, I just started writing, like it just started coming out of me, So I got with a guy by the name of Dion Jordan out of Portland, Oregon, and he kind of showed me some tricks of the trade on how to write and how to get your writings out fast. And then like my big sister, her name is Erica Gilchrist out of Chicago. How you doing, Erica? She kind of helped me just to kind of segue into a publishing company that really helps people publish books faster. And then, boom, like I just started writing books like back. I've written 6 books in one year, and then like 4 books within a matter of another year.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
Side note, I've been working on a book for about 3 years now.
Well, I mean, every year, I know last year I did a, what I call an Authors Express conference. And I help people write books, because I got a book on how to write books.
Wow.
So maybe I'm going to have to get you looped in, and we can like do this again one time to tell people to come to my conference.
Definitely.
Because really writing books is just a process people have to dedicate time to, but it's not hard. You can make it really easy with a plan and a schedule. Plan and a schedule will make you can write a book in 3 days if you had a plan and a schedule with it. And stick to it. So, pretty cool.
Wow. So what is the inspiration behind Fred Dexter? You've written books on how to write books and things of that nature, and now a children's book.
Yeah, so Fred Dexter was birthed inside of me from a little boy being in Wyandotte County, or coming from Wyandotte County, Kansas, in Kansas City, Kansas. I don't know about you, but before I went to middle school or elementary school, we watched cartoons.
Yes.
And one of my favorite cartoons was the Flintstones, the Jetsons. I know the kids are like, who are these people, right? And then even as a little boy, the Jackson 5 cartoon. I used to watch that a
Yeah.
lot as a little baby boy. And so as a kid, I always wondered, like, I wonder what it would be like to have your own cartoon. And so I hooked up with a gentleman by the name of Reuben Armstrong, who is from KC. And he's a very, very great illustrator. And me and him, we kind of worked together to come up with the concept of Fred Dexter. And that's kind of how it birthed. I wanted to do a children's book, but I wanted to do something different. I didn't just want to just have a children's book where you can read it, you have a cool concept, and then that's it. But I wanted to have it where the children can be involved with the book, and they can also interact with the book. A lot of people don't know all of Fred Dexter's books are not just stories, which are great stories, but they are pages filled with to where you can color. Wow. So it's actually a coloring book inside with a cool message attached to it. So that's kind of how it got birthed. My friend Ruben and I, when we kind of sat down and did this, he was like, "So what are you going to call your children's book? You done wrote all these books. What's up? What we going to call it?" I was like, "Fred." He was like, "Why Fred?" And I was like, "I don't know. My favorite gospel artist is Fred Hammond. I don't know if anybody knows who that is." So I said, okay, Fred is going to be the first name, and then the last name I wanted something sleek, but something kind of, goofy, but modern. Yeah. So Dexter just fit. So Fred Dexter and Friends kind of just took the toll, and then he has 5 other friends, or I'm sorry, he has 5 other friends that, he hangs with, and then I'm also in the book too, and I play myself, Mr. Hudson, because I'm a teacher with these guys. They're in my classroom, and I'm helping them make better decisions on what they are experiencing in elementary school or middle school or even at high school. So I'm the cool teacher. I'm not like the one that's stubborn and stuck up, or you remember Charlie Brown, the wah 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 wah. But it kind of has that feel, but kind of in a different way. So yeah, that's kind of how Fred Dexter and Friends kind of jump off. All of his friends have different personalities. You have the dreamer, you have the complainer, you have the bully. So all those people, you got to find out who they are in the book to kind of know, but that's the premise. But Fred Dexter is a born leader, and the tagline for Fred is that he was born to be brave. A lot of times kids don't really understand that you can really do a lot of different things just by being yourself and having self-confidence and being brave.
Absolutely.
So,
that is so important.
Yeah.
And John, with that lesson in that book, the kids will get to read that book. Is there anything that you plan to do in conjunction with that book to spread that message to the kids in our neighborhood?
Yeah, sure. Well, this is the first book. The second book will be out in 2017. All my books have a positive message attached to it, and all of the books at the very end have what I like to call Fred's Facts, where they actually go back and kind of rewind what they've read. They're all short, easy reads, but it's a huge story that a lot of kids shouldn't take lightly. So this one's about bullying. And the second book, I'll let you figure it out, but it's more about social media and how to use cell phones in a proper way. So I think all parents should get that book.
Absolutely.
But it's pretty cool. So I just want to spread the message about Fred Dexter and how we can utilize this book in such a way, not only just for the children to the parents, but for the parents to the children as well. And then in addition to that, it's also an educational piece. So teachers and administrators in higher education, or either further down or further up, they can use this to kind of engage more minorities and more African Americans on topics and issues that we are more prone to in today's life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I had a book club last summer that was looking for, more black authors, or authors that was telling the children about the black experience. And I sadly came across the fact that there is a huge void for these types of books. So thank you so much for filling that void and continuing to do that for our children. Now, you do have a little background in, parenting and things like that. Tell us a little bit about how you help parents, teach their children.
Well, I was a single dad for 6 years before I met my wife. And my son, my oldest son, Jason, really challenged me in some ways that I had to grow up really quick to be a parent, especially a single parent. So parenting skills to me now is more of a together thing that I'm working on with my wife. But as a single parent, it was something that I felt like needed to be enhanced and increased for all parents, both male and female. Because a lot of times when we talk about single parents in today's society, we talk about just females, you know, but it's two. I mean, right. So it's just as many single moms out there that it is single dads. Now, right. The responsibility is probably not being shared probably how it should be, but the premise around being a parent to me is really helping your kids engage, for them to see the big picture in life, and to help them to understand that they need to work towards something as they get older, and that there's a purpose and a plan for their lives. And I don't want to get spiritual, but there is a purpose and a plan for their lives, even from a little kid up until as they come to an adult. So I wrote a book called The 25 Secrets Every Single Parent Should Know, and it's also out. And it's doing pretty well, and I love talking to parents about how we can help our kids, because kids nowadays are very defiant. They're very, to me, I see a lot of kids depressed. Yeah. I see a lot of kids who have been ignored, neglected. So the book 25 Secrets Every Single Parent Should Know really kind of embarks upon how we can improve that process and engage and empower and restore our kids back to how they can gain a purpose back in their lives.
Absolutely. Yeah. That is so important.
Yes.
So you have some big events coming up soon, right?
Got some good news? I got some great news. So today I got a phone call, and this is one of the biggest phone calls I've had in a while. We were just talking about single parenting and fatherhood. Fatherhood is very important to me. And so today I got a phone call, and it was from the associate producer of the Steve Harvey Show. So I am supposed to get a phone call back to confirm and to be on a flight to Chicago to visit the one and only, the man, Steve Harvey.
Yeah. Congratulations.
So I'm really excited about that. Thank you very much. Yes.
We so look forward to seeing you, shine a light on what you're doing, and also, bring back some credit to KC.
Yeah. All day. I love Kansas City. Kansas City is home. I've traveled. I've been around the world. I played in Fiji. I played in New Zealand when I was playing basketball. And Kansas City, particularly Kansas City, Kansas, is just a very unique, special place. A lot of talent comes from this particular area in the Midwest, and we don't get recognized for a lot of the great talent that's come out. So if I say a name like Diallo French, who is a movie producer, actually my first cousin. If I say a name like Janae Monet, a lot of people know her for what she's doing from Kansas City, Kansas. If I say Norman Brown, a jazz legend, and the list goes on and on and on. Maurice Green from Kansas. A lot of people don't know about those people. So if I can get the word out about education and books from this perspective, being from Kansas City, that would be a dream come true.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, John, tell us where we can find your books at, and where we can follow you.
So you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at FocusDriven at JWH. And you can also catch me on Facebook, which I'm also on John Hudson or Focus Driven Enterprises. And all my books are on Amazon.com. So Amazon.com is a pretty big, huge way of getting my books. But you can also go to johnwhudson.org and catch up with what I'm doing on there as well.
Okay. And so anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Oh man, my family. I want to give a great shout out to my wife, Robin, her family, the Collins family, Cal, Brian, Mrs. and Mr. Collins, and my two boys, Jason and Jordan. And also a shout out to my mother, Dr. Evelyn Hill, and my dad, Richard Hudson Sr., and my brother, Richard Hudson Jr.
All right, shout out to the family. Hey.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you so much again, John, for coming by and letting us know what's going on. We look forward to seeing so many great things with Fred Dexter. This is really needed in our community now.
Well, thank you so
for
much, Keisha, for inviting me. I appreciate it. This is an honor and a pleasure. As I mentioned at the top of the segment, you guys are doing something great here, and one of these days I'm going to be a part of Cascade.
We look forward to it.
You got it.
Everybody, this is Keisha again with What's Up Kansas City, and remember, to know better is to do better.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.